Today we're going to talk about the top 4 amplifiers you can get for under $1,000. Let's get started. Couple things real quick before I get started. Basically what I do here on Tone Wars is demo, dial in, shoot out, and review amplifiers. I give you unprocessed audio so that you can hear what these amplifiers really sound like. That way you can make the best decision that works for you. If you like my content, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified anytime I come out with a new episode or go live. Now I was really hoping I could do a top 5 because that'd be catchier, right? Instead of top 4. Top 4 sounds kind of lame. But I couldn't find another amplifier that I could put in this category for under $1,000. So I'm just going to keep it at 4. And these are in no particular order. What I'm going to do is just play a couple of riffs on each amplifier's high gain channel, and if it has a clean channel, I'll play a little bit on there just so you can hear what they sound like. So the first amp on my list is the EVH Stealth Lunchbox amp. This amplifier really surprised me. I brought it home the other day from Motor City Guitar and checked it out, and I was really surprised at how good it sounded and felt on both channels. I mean, it had a really good tone to it, and it was easy to dial in, and it's got a lot of nice aggression and nastiness to the high gain channel, and the clean channel is beautiful. I mean, it sounds great. So you dress it up with some effects and it sounds amazing. So let's just go ahead and hear what that amp sounds like right now. I'm going to start with the overdrive pedal off, and then I'll go ahead and engage it and show you what it sounds like both ways. Sounds great both ways. So this amplifier has a lot of nice edge to it and a lot of aggression, and depending on your taste you can play it with or without an overdrive pedal. I prefer it with an overdrive pedal because it gives me that really nice attack, sustain, and aggression that I look for whenever I use an amplifier. And it takes a pedal like a champ, so why not? Let's switch over to the clean channel really quick and show you what that sounds like with some effects. Because I mean, who plays a clean channel without chorus and delay, right? I mean, if you do, you're a freaking idiot. Sounds great. So let's move on to the next amplifier. So the next amplifier is the PRS MT15. This is a really good amp, and it's one of those amps that's a 15 watt, but it thinks it's a 50 watt. It's got that really big sound to it. A lot of great low end, fullness and texture to the top end as well. It's a little on the dark side, but I showed you in other videos how you can brighten it up. I mean, 2 ways. Just crank the presence and the treble up a little more than what you usually do on amplifiers. Also, to really make the high gain channel sound aggressive, just turn up the tone knob on your overdrive pedal, and that'll add that extra bite and attack to it. Or you can use a Pepper's Dirty Tree in the DT mode, and that really wakes it up as well. So for today, I'll show you what it sounds like with the Mud Killer with the tone knob cranked all the way up. So let's hear what the high gain channel sounds like on this amplifier with and without the overdrive pedal, starting with the overdrive pedal off. And then while I'm playing, I'll engage the pedal. That's such a great amplifier. The high gain channel is awesome. It's well balanced. Again, it's a little dark, but there's ways, like I said before, that you can brighten it up and give it more attack and aggression. And I think once you apply those ways to it, it sounds amazing. The feel is great, and it has a really nice overall tone and voicing to the high gain channel. Let's hear what the clean channel sounds like real quick. Sounds good. Nice, bright, chimey, and warm. That's what we look for in a clean channel. And like I said earlier, if you dress up your clean channels a little bit with some chorus and delay, I mean, they sound amazing. All right, next on the list is the EVH Iconic. Now this amp has 2.5 channels basically. The green channel can either be clean or high gain, and then it also has the red channel, which is pretty much all out gain. Let's hear the green channel with and without the overdrive pedal now. Pay attention to the screen. When you see the overdrive pedal appear, that means I've engaged it. Now let's switch over to the red channel with and without the overdrive pedal. Now that's a really good sounding amplifier, especially for the price. What I like is the fact that they do give you 2 channels that you can use for your high gain tones, and they're both usable. I hate it when amplifiers give you 2 channels and they're like, well, this one's for rhythm and this one's for lead, and our rhythm one's really flubby, gooey, crappy, and unusable. But hey, here you go. That's not what they did with this amp. Both channels are really good for either rhythm or leads. They have plenty of gain and really good voicing on them. Now let's just hear what it sounds like in clean mode real quick. A very good sounding, usable, clean channel. So all 3 channels on this amp are great. So there's no money wasted on this amp when you buy it. You can use all 3 of them for the exact reasons that they were built. You got a killer rhythm channel that sounds great for rhythms. It's got plenty of edge and takes a boost pedal really well, and there's a lot of gain there for you to use on your rhythm channel. Just crank it all the way up. That's what I do. And then your lead channel has tons of gain and saturation for leads, and it actually tightens up enough to use it for a rhythm channel. And if you want more gain, you just hit the burn switch and it gives you another gain stage. And as you heard, the clean channel is bright, chimey, and warm, everything we look for in a good clean channel. So this amp is well worth every penny. So now let's move on to the final amp in the video, which is going to be the Orange Super Crush. The Orange Super Crush is a 100 watt solid state amp with 2 channels. It's got a high gain channel and a clean channel, and it's priced at $499. And it's a really good option for you if you love Orange amps and you can't afford all of their higher priced amplifiers. This thing actually represents the Orange sound very well, and it sounds great, especially considering it's $499. So let's hear the high gain channel right now with and without the overdrive pedal. It sounds and feels really good, especially considering it's a solid state amp for $499. Now let's hear the clean channel real quick. Well, there you have it. 4 really good amplifiers for under $1,000. So depending on your budget, what kind of music you play, your taste, and what you heard and saw in this video, you'll pick one of these for yourself. I honestly think that all of these amps are really good and they deserve to be in the top 4 amplifiers for under $1,000 category. Well, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And to all my subscribers and Patreon supporters, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And if you want to support the channel, there's a link below and you can join my Patreon for any amount. I really appreciate any support that I can get. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I come out with new episodes or go live. Well, I got a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys. I'll see you on the next one.